obviously our #1 player in Ohio. So an amazing hometown representative here.
Right.
Wildz, on the other hand, actually making a breakout appearance at SOS. This is when he was really put on most people's maps, coming up from Kentucky and making an amazing run, getting second place there up against Onan as well. So that was an amazing one to watch that a lot of people had their eyes on and have thus been following Wildz ever since. So now coming back here once again for Cost, looking to make such an appearance as well. And this is the perfect boss to be pitting him up against.
That's right. Let's see how these two juggernauts are going to throw down. Game #1 here is upon us. Let's go ahead and run it up right here. Now, Bayonetta, she slayed some demons in her time, but Kazuya is cut from a slightly different cloth, if I may say so myself.
We got a couple baddies up here. You hate to see a couple baddies fight, but here it is going to be right off the bat. Oh, Wildz getting the opening picks here, getting 86% off of just 2 touches.
Oh, my
gonna keep
God.
it going. Uppy doesn't quite kill at this percent, not on Pokemon Stadium.
No,
too,
absolutely
but
not.
it's still feeling so good for it.
Feels good. Message certainly sent next day air as well. You will not be able to jump around me for free. Of course, a lot of what Kazuya brings to the table, he is intangible on those inputs. That's something I think guys going to have to keep in the back of their head. However, though, Kazuya still kind of cut from that FGC cloth here in Smash, so landing could be a bit of an issue here. Bayonetta knows how to juggle like no other, but not if Dash Attack has anything to say about it. Wild's getting, well, you see the name is getting wild right now.
Absolutely. I love the base knockback on Kazuya Dash Attack. It just gets really funny when you kill with it because they go flying so darn fast. He's got Rage Drive online now and starting to hit some rage percentage as well. Knocks to the ground, gets the command grab. That's going to be a deadly early kill. Just barely hitting the triple digits himself. He moves in. He's gotten a little too close though. Waiting out the witch time. He gets a grab again. Damn, the triple spike taken away. An amazing 3-stock victory in less than 1 minute.
Wow, getting speed ran right there. Wildz, again, coming into this match with just a different set of momentum right now. Kazuya just getting so much off of each hit. Of course, intangible on a lot of those inputs. Bayonetta's going to have to think once, maybe even twice before they try to get close and go for things like which twist out of shield, or even which way they decide to go for that afterburner kick in the air. So great stuff right here. That frame 8 electric wind god fist, that thing, when it hits good, it hits big, and there's a good chance the opponent's going to be in a world of trouble. Great stuff right here for game #1. Let's see what Geist brings to the table here for game #2. That one, of course, is the data game. Let's see if the download is complete.
How much data can you really get off of that one? There was like, well, maybe 10 interactions, maybe a dozen.
That's true.
That was just insanely fast. So Geist is going to have to slow this one down. I mean, right off the bat, we see a couple initial interactions that start out neutral, and that's where Geist is going to have to be starting that work.
No doubt about it, man. Let's see how this one's going to unfold right here. Of course, Geist kicking this one off a little bit more aggressive. I like that. Going for the held down up here. Nice.
I was thinking just the same thing.
Yeah.
The polar was great. And a total reversal, 90%. Geist before first hit, up till as that chase.
That's right, man. Putting down the people's elbow right there. Oh, my goodness. And a wicked weave coming through there. The F smash. Geist kicking this match off a bit more aggressive, getting most of their money off a hit as they possibly can. This is exactly what I want to see here from Geist. I feel like in that last game, felt a little unsure of themselves. This one right here is certainly starting to come alive a bit more.
Yeah, now that we move to a slightly smaller stage, we're going to see even deadlier kills from both of these players, just as we've seen already from Geist getting this one going and finding even more additional hits. Bullet Art keeping that combo going once again. Oh, and the witch twist just reading everything. Not the forward airs landing any further, though. Dropping for a huge back air call out. Suddenly it's Wildz down 2 stocks and even less percentage on Geist than Wildz had previously.
Playing this one a bit safer here. Understanding Kazuya is a dangerous character on stage. Off stage, there's a lot to be desired in some cases. And if you can get him out there, Bayonetta has the tools needed to keep him out into that magnifying glass. Love that usage of the back air, but the same could be said for Kazuya. His back air takes no prisoners. Frame 11 startup, yes, we know, but that back air lasts quite a bit of time and criminally safe on shield too. So kind of working with, you know, some similar ingredients that Bayo is as well.
Guys trying to get some pressure on shield, looking to poke maybe with the witch twist, not quite going for it as Wildz got out of shield, looked to put out an option himself, maybe an uppy out of shield. And you do have to watch for those. At lower percents, not nearly as much of a concern, but it will give him a little bit more eminence on the stage. A little bit of a trade does get drive back online.
Okay, nice. We're going clear to the top. Witch twist going to go for all 3 hits right there of F tilt, or excuse me, forward air, and most notably knocking him out of rage drive. So now he's going to have to get this done the good old-fashioned way, if there even is such a thing with Kazuya. Oh yeah, I'm coming through with the frame 8 options. What's up, man? Oh, what's up?
Oh, okay. Looking for a read for the DI out. It doesn't come out, though. That's what Wildz was looking for, though. Another payload is coming on out, and that's the kill. 147% now. Going to be hard to hang on to this one for Wildz, especially as Geist comes down from the Halo, gets a couple more hits. Fair just adding on additional percentage. Grab activates, which time?
Okay, and then waits it out. Probably anticipating, again, another input, so decide to wait out the potential option and then going for the afterburner kick. Love that slight delay. It's those small micro interactions that are really going to make all the difference. And taking a page out of Wildz, but you ain't the only one that can drop the leg. Bayonetta getting it done right here. Geist looking good right there in game number 2.
It's like the two good plummets in this game, or truly just good ones. Applicable in times for all the rest of them, honestly.
That's right, but those two characters right there, when that leg comes down, it's there.
We're moving to Hollow Bastion on this one as well. A great showing from Geist there to show us that Wildz isn't the only one that can just whisk away stocks. Absolutely, and was even gunning for that third one as well. So it's going to be all about these reads at the end of combos to try and break them before we get a continuation, because neither of these two players stop going.
Okay, Geist. Guys, okay. Guys want to let them know, I'm here today. Guys, okay. Well, that is how you kick off a match right there, just running right up and doing it. Bayonetta, historically not with the most grab range in the world, so just runs right up and does it.
And I love that. Just a crazy out-of-pocket action like that is what you need once you're having these crazy 50-50 interactions. So constantly looking to come down with the Nair whilst doesn't quite land that. Plummeting, though, and getting the laser, just a little bit of sparks, but that's not going to mean anything.
Well,
the second plummet, and no tech. We've evened up the stocks with only 8 additional percent going out, with pretty much a 0 death from Geist. I think only taking damage from zone as well.
Looking powerful here right now. Both sides certainly starting to figure out the Bayo and Kazuya matchups. That's right. Have another, my friend. Now come on.
Another triple spike on Nair. Such small percentage. He's happy to plummet all the way down. He's got the recovery to allow him to do without having to lose a stock this time either. Up B there neutral just to buy some space and make sure that Geist doesn't know what's coming next.
Oh my God. Okay, nice. Oh, okay, gets the first hit of Twin Pistons. Come on. Okay, doesn't get the spiker that time. Hits Sour. That's okay. Guys still living to fight here another day, but for how much longer is the million-dollar question here. Some of these harder-hitting options that were used to extend combos are now all going to be KO options in Kazuya's toolkit. Not to mention glowing red right now. Okay, you say you got that on me. When the match kicked off, you went for sliding heel kick and then decided to wait out my air dodge and then went for the follow-up. Not going to let you go for that twice.
All right, rage drive now mitigated by Geist getting in there with the fares. 155%, still a heavy character, harder to kill him unless you get close to the blast zone. He's got recovery to burn, though.
My goodness. Bayonetta, that's right. Getting busy off stage. I feel like when the match kicked off, I feel like Geist, of course, was in firm control. Then Wildz kind of closed out that gap. Yeah. Bayonetta, of course, she can fight up close, but she's not blessed with the buttons that, Kazuya has. So electing to kind of keep this match a little bit more airborne. To your own betterment is probably best. You keep that mentality. I see that. I see that down there starting out. I see it starting.
Nice. 2 hits. Going for that reset on the combo, and it's going to pay off really well. Evening up their percentage as well. Is Geist going on? Nothing they do, and get the value out of that one as well. 2 games now to Geist. A really nice showing there as the two players had to slow down, just look each other in the eyes figuratively. Of course, they're not taking their eyes off the monitor itself.
Yes, figuratively.
But watching each other and going, how is this last stock going to go? We're dead even. Like, basically 1 interaction, 2 interactions from either of us is just going to take this one away, and it's Geist taking some risky moves. We saw that witch twist just right above Wildz, and Kazuya has a deceptive burst range, and he almost got in there with his jab 1-2 to start something, but Geist really quickly hits an up B out of that just to get out of the range and comes back down, and a second witch twist right after that disengage to hit him and poke on platform. I think that was a really amazing way to open it up, and Geist just kept the gas pedal down all the way through.
Yeah, Geist just kind of kept him guessing to the very end, and I think that's something you have to bring to the table with Kazuya, because he's a pretty cut and dry sort of guy. He's like, look, you fight me heads up. If you swing and I swing, there's a 90% chance my swing is going to beat your swing. And I see what right now we're getting from Geist, a bit more of a slower pace match. Deciding to just maybe stay on one side of the screen, probably going to start leaning into bullet climax / bullet arts here pretty soon. Or sometimes even just witch twist out of shield. We'll certainly take, okay, there's a little bullet arts right there. I see you. I see you. Oh my goodness.
Holding shield can actually be pretty deadly for either of these characters. Obviously, Bayonetta really liking poking through shields, and that's what Geist was able to get that one started with at the beginning of this whole interaction. It's a pretty long one, through and through. And on the other side, Wildz can just break his shield if Geist has to hold it for too long.
And this is exactly what Wildz, I think, was a little worried about right here coming into to this match. Nice, okay. Expended too many options, had to actually go for an aggressive option. Back onto the stage, don't even think about dropping that downer on me. Witch twist from underneath, saving their skin, but I wouldn't go for that same situation twice. Wildz right now on him, has the rage drive on lock, looking for the right opportunity to let that thing rip. Unfortunately, taken from him. What's it gonna be right now? Caught in that corner, not a good position to be in at all, as we've seen how that last match started to wrap up.
Wildz has largely become the more aggressive player over the course of this stock so far, making aggressive options, even laggy ones in neutral, not getting punished too hard for them up until now.
Hey, both sides starting to fill each other out. That's right, and yes, the anti-air option. You are not the only ones with those. I will catch you with mine as well. Gonna go for the up throw. Also forget, you know, Kazuya pretty quick up air too, man. Probably the fastest move in his toolkit, if not the fastest, one of the faster moves that he has. So, you know, obviously I move very situational, but if you can catch Bayo after she's done a lot of options in the air, especially when it comes to recovering, that move might land through that platform. So keep that here in mind. Okay, we're still looking good right now. Rage drive off of the mark. Oh my goodness, Kazuya, you got wings, you better use them. You got wings, you better use them.
Amazing, just barely catching the edge of that up air. An amazing reset from Geist, keeping the pressure going as Wildz is down below the stage. Up a stock now and on the first match point for the series potentially. Geist still looking really strong. Grabbed though, and this could be really painful really quickly. 130% and the kill. We're suddenly even again. Just one interaction is all it takes.
Oh my God, okay, this could be the start of something nasty. Okay, decides to wait it out. Are they good? They are good.
They're not good yet.
They're good, but they're not great.
Out of the fire. Okay, getting back in with the fares. Okay, poking through the ledge, and suddenly Geist up ahead. Up there. Second snipe, he doesn't land though.
No.
And that's all the recovery burns.
Wow, not like this. What an odd finish right there to a strong start to that match. Wildz right there digging deep and being able to escape defeat. Great stuff. We got ourselves a game 5, and honestly, I'm glad these two young phenoms are meeting in this portion of bracket in a best-of-5 territory. This is exactly what I wanted to see from these two.
Yeah, perfectly going all the way to game 5. I mean, you can't tell who's going to take a stock at any point in time. It doesn't matter their percentage either, because both these will do it crazy early as well. So, as far as the interplay between these two players right now. Neutral is a little bit of a crapshoot, honestly. So it's in the subtleties, especially in breaking combos and baiting out combo breaking options. So you see, Geist is doing a really good job, especially of getting like 70 to 90% of a combo, dropping it and waiting for that next read. That's what we're seeing in that coming back from Geist overall. I think Wildz obviously super strong off of that initial 3-0 victory, which is just unheard of. And then Geist bringing it back. The games that Geist has lost since then, or the game that Geist has lost since then, was a last hit, last stock, absolutely.
Because, you know,
it's just dominance as well in their winnings.
Oh, no doubt about it, man. I think, you know, it's not so much about how you land your strengths. It's knowing on which characters to start them and which characters, you know, when to stop them. And I think, you know, we see that most notably here from both of these two. Wildz not dropping very many of their strings. Geist dropping them purposely, knowing that, okay, there's going to be a time where, like, again, Kazuya's going for something real heavy, possibly. Okay, nice. Option select on that platform. You better get down. Okay. Oh, my goodness. It don't even matter. Okay, but like I was saying before, knowing when to start and stop these combos is going to make or break, I think, the ending of this match here. Okay, knowing when to burst in as well to a dash attack. Staying right in the zone. That Geist does not want Wildz in at all. Of course, Bayonetta with some strong options, but she's not the quickest gal up close and personal. And that back air proven rightfully so. Great stuff right there. Oh, my God. Come on, not like this.
Yeah, you can't keep letting him do that. And luckily, Geist is doing a great job of stopping him from being allowed to do that. It's DI reads as you're falling down, basically to the blast zone. You just have to keep Wildz on his toes always, because he'll follow you anywhere you go. That's a bad trade for Bayonetta, and a great one for Wildz to be seeing up 2 stocks on match point. He could bring it back in game 5 nearly by the same margin.
Look at the read.
He was in game 1.
Now ain't gonna be no sliding around here. Okay, expends the rage drive, is gone, but wow, I love that. Oh my goodness. Okay, gets the witch time. The back airs are starting to come out here. Would like to see a little bit more of that, but electing to actually slow the match down and look for the reads. But read this right here. Wildz looking powerful at the final moments there of that match. Going to close that one out. 3-2. 3-stop victory at that too. Yes.
Wildz taking 2 3 stock games off of Geist. #1 defender of this region. That really, I'd say that puts Wildz on the map as the player to be watching for in this top 8 right now. And I know we still got Apollo Kage in there on the lower side of the bracket, and that's going to be an intense matchup to watch if these two can end up meeting later on. I'm a little bit fingers crossed for it, honestly, to put my biases on the line there, because I think it'd be really cool to watch. I love all these players, though. There's no one that I have not had thorough enjoyment from watching, commentating, and interacting with on the floor as well. But
yep,
there's just something about the Wildz gameplay. I mean, especially starting off that first match of the day like that.
Right. Well, I think, when it comes to 2 characters that are kind of, comprised of the way that they are, kind of these touch-of-death characters, probably more Kazuya than Bayonetta these days. Those are the type of matches you really want to see, because, it's going to be high octane. There's going to be a lot of hits off of that initial blow. Also, too, it's going to be a clash of sort of 2 different play styles. Yes, we're 2 string-heavy characters, but when it's all said and done, one wants to stay on the ground. They want to keep it grounded, which I thought that Wildz did a pretty okay job of. I think in some of the areas that they, may have faltered a little bit, you're just intangible any dang way. So it's just like, who cares if I'm in the right zone for this attack? The sheer nature of me not being able to be hit is enough right there for me to impose my will in this match. But I got to really give it to Geist in the off-stage category, too, where a lot of players would have maybe eased up off of Kazuya. They decided to go deep, go low, and go for those backers, go for those nairs as well, too, constantly chiseling away at Kazuya's recovery. Even if that backer does not KO, the sheer nature of you constantly resetting them out there, sooner or later, you will find that golden opportunity to capitalize. And so whether it be down there, whether it be like that initial blow right there as the activation of nair starts, or even just the drop-down backer, both sides bringing something very similar to the table, but something still very different at the end of the day. So great stuff right there from Geist. Of course, we're going to see them a little bit later on, Wildz, of course, going to move to that next portion of winners.